Yeah. I need all my bad mommies, front and center.
The biggest series in the Big South Conference to date begins tonight here in Bowies Creek, North Carolina. The Campbell Fighting Camels and the USC Upstate Spartans, who are undefeated at 10-0, their best start since rejoining the Big South 3 years ago. Along with Cole Howell and Evan Budrovich getting you set for first pitch, USC Upstate Spartans, a perfect start to their season, including an impressive win at Clemson on Tuesday. And this team, Cole, the best fielding team, best hitting team, and the best pitching team in the league here thus far.
They're definitely rolling. They seem to be hitting on all cylinders here early. That's exactly how you want to get off to a great start in conference. So coming in against Campbell, the expected champions, it's going to be a great matchup. I'm excited to see what we get here this weekend.
Jason Matthews in this offense, they are clicking. .313 average. The best run-scoring team in the Big South as well. On cue, Matthews sprays one to right center. Long run for Connor Denning, who sprints into the gap, and it gets past Grant Harris. All the way to the wall as Matthews wants third, and what a start for the Spartans.
Really nice piece of hitting there by Matthews. A ball off the bat I assumed was going to be caught, but seemed to find a second gear halfway out, continued to tail away from Denning, and really creates a tough option for Harris chasing after it as well. Ball drops, and he's going hard out of the box, sliding to third with a leadoff triple.
That's the first triple of the season for Jason Matthews, the pride of New Zealand. And showing a little thunder down under with that extra base hit. This Upstate offense coming off a drubbing of Clemson, 12 runs in a victory on Tuesday night, as Rip collects a base hit to center. Driving in Matthews, and the Spartans strike for a 1-0 lead.
Another good piece of hitting. Off-speed pitch this time from Chassie. Kind of hangs up in the zone, and Rip does such a good job there of understanding his.
They have had no issue scoring runs this year, to McGuire's credit. That's how he built the program at Morehead State. Made a couple of regionals. Won an OVC title in his tenure. The 0-2 is past the umpire. Robbed by Wolf from his knees. Makes the throw to first. And are you kidding me?
What a great play there by. Be terribly surprised to see him try to move up, but with Denning here, it's going to be tricky to see if he puts the ball in play as well.
He does, and it's a base hit. Arias sprints for third. Denning wants second himself as he trips around the bag. Now a rundown. Here's the shortstop. He goes to the plate. The tag from Buckner is perfect, and Upstate defends it beautifully.
And a nice veteran play there by the Upstate defense, understanding the situation. It looked like Denning stumbled around first base, possibly tweaking his leg, but gets hung out in a rundown. Really a great job of Matthews getting that ball at second base, moving Denning back towards first, gets the call to throw home, delivers a strike. Great play by the veteran shortstop.
A little bit.
They're going to play a little cat and mouse game and try to really outgame one another, try to fool the other one, and it's going to go on throughout the night because Chassie does have so much movement.
That comebacker kicks off his foot, and a wicked spin for the man down under, Jason Matthews out of New Zealand with a base hit.
They tell you good things happen when you put the ball in play, and it looks like that ball rolls right back up the pitcher's mound, and you could tell Chassie was not in a comfortable fielding position, not able to get a glove on it.
Speed on these bases and the unpredictability of Heinzman's breaking ball, you do want someone like Babin back there.
And that's a large part why he's in the game. He has struggled offensively, but he brings so much in leadership and catching ability behind the plate.
The bloop from Matthews falls in for a hit. 90 feet at a time, the Spartans add on to the lead.
And a good job there of Matthews staying through the baseball, finds a way to fight his hands up to the front, really gets sawed off and beat by losses well, like a championship team would. Which you would expect, but if you want to be a great team, you have to find a way to win on Friday nights, and so far they have not had the recipe.
Matthews flares one to right, and this wraps up the top of the 8th inning. Campbell with 2 innings to work with, trailing by 5 here in the series opener. Trey Miller trying to close out this 8th inning that Austin Morgan started. Ground ball to short. Good positioning by Matthews to make the play. We go to the 9th. Upstate hanging on to a 4-run lead. Miller right back to work on 1-1. Gives up a ground ball to short. Matthews has been everywhere tonight. Easy first down.
Yeah, sharply hit ball there by Arnold right at Matthews, but he looks smooth out there at short. We haven't seen a ton of him. I'd like to see some more because he made that play look pretty routine.
Coach Mike McGuire said that Jason Matthews may be the best shortstop in the country. Of course a coach is going to say that, but there's some validity to it as well.
Well, you see guys make plays, and it always looks a little bit different, but the best guys make it look easy. And right there, he just flipped it across, and you saw the arm strength. You saw how easy he ranged to his left. That's a good shortstop.
That's a player in Matthews who grew up, of course, in New Zealand. They don't have baseball as their main sport. He played fast-pitch softball growing up. Quicker reaction time, obviously a different size ball you're playing with, and a whole different element of emotions, but he's been locked in defensively at short.
You can tell because, in softball, everything's quicker. Everything's faster. The bases are shorter. It's the same game, but it's played a whole lot differently. And typically when you take people playing at that fast pace, you move them back, you give them a bit more time, you spread the bases out. You saw how slow the game looked to him. He looked so comfortable in his position and, really just casually threw it across. Will that be enough to get him on top? I don't know after what we've seen tonight from Upstate, but they have showed better on Saturdays so far this season.
Another 0-2 is poked to Matthews, who on the run makes the throw to first, and the defensive prowess of the Spartans is on full display tonight, taking the series opener 6-1 here in Buies Creek, North Carolina.
Well, Upstate comes to town and lives up to the hype. They look good in all aspects of the game, but really, hats off to Jordan Marks. Really set the tone in this game, never gave Campbell a chance, and they're looking pretty good heading into tomorrow.
The series is on the line tomorrow. The Spartans at 11-0, moving to 4-0 in the conference. The lone undefeated team left in the Big South. For my partner, Cole Hallam, I'm Evan Budrovich, signing off from Buies Creek, North Carolina. Remember to watch this broadcast on ESPN.com and the ESPN app. But for tonight, the Spartans 4-0 in the conference. They are rolling after a 6-1 win.
Got this little bad reek and she love the freaking.